Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to this online lecture series of English. And today we are going to start something new. But before that, let us just briefly go back to the syllabus and see the content. Here on the screen, you can see your index, and let us see section 1, prose. Here, the first chapter being neighborly, that is already omitted. We have not done it in a class and we are not going to do it, and that will not be asked in your exam. Second one, on to the summit. We have already completed that. Then third, call of the soil, that was there for the unit test and we have dealt with it. And fourth one, pillars of democracy, that we recently completed. Okay, so consider this from semester perspective, कि if there are 6 chapters, so definitely they'll ask you about 3 or 4 chapters, and another 3 or 2 chapters will be there for the second semester. सो चॅप्टर हा जो पार्ट आहे तो आपला कम्प्लीट झालेला आहे. देन पोएट्री सेक्शन, चेरी ट्री, इट वॉज देअर फॉर द युनिट टेस्ट. We have already seen it in detail. Second, the sower, we already completed that, and I think I have given you appreciation of that as well. It was not there for the unit test. So before starting with the study of the next poem, you should revise the sower as well, because that will be definitely there for your semester or for your second unit test as well. And the third poem that we are going to deal with today is There Is Another Sky by Emily Dickinson. Okay, so let us now go to the text of the actual poem, There Is Another Sky. Okay, now on your screen you can see There Is Another Sky. Now, before I start any discussion on this poem, just consider the title. What do you think? What will be the tone of this poem? Will that be motivational, positive, or negative? What is your idea? There is another sky. Huh? So, through the title, we can guess it that it must be about positivity, it must be about a happy note or a new perspective towards life. See, when we write poetry appreciation, तेव्हा तुम्ही टायटलवरती सुद्धा कमेंट करू शकता, or it is rather expected that you should comment on a title as well. And this title is very sensitive, or very loaded, I can say. So if for appreciation this poem comes, then you can comment on a title itself. Okay, There Is Another Sky. So through the title we can easily guess that the poem is about optimism or new perspective towards life. इतकं म्हणालात तरी more than enough आहे. Okay, now before going towards the actual text, let us see icebreakers. आता तुम्हाला हे माहिती आहे की आइस ब्रेकर्स, नथिंग फ्रॉम दिस विल बी आस्क्ड इन युअर एक्झाम. दिस इज जस्ट फॉर द इनिशियल इंट्रोडक्शन or initial discussion. But we have to do it, so let us see what is there. First, life is an amalgam of happy and sad moment. Amalgam is what? Combination or mixture. Think of such moments in your life, pair with your classmate and share both the aspects of life, happy moments and sad moments. Okay, it is like a personal response question की लाईफमध्ये अप्स अँड डाऊन्स असतात, यू ऑल नो दॅट. की कायमच हॅपी मोमेंट्स असतात असं नाही, कायम सॅड मोमेंट्स असतात असंही नाही. यू ऑल मस्ट बी हॅव्हिंग सच एक्सपिरियन्सेस, यू कॅन टॉक अबाउट इट. बट डोंट गो ऑन रायटिंग युअर ऑटोबायोग्राफी ओवर देअर, इतकी काही गरज नाही आहे. जस्ट सिम्पली यू कॅन कमेंट इट, or you can put it इन अ पॉइंट फॉर्मॅट. हां, आता हॅपी मोमेंट्समध्ये काय म्हणू शकता की वॉन अ कॉम्पिटिशन और रिसीव्ड फर्स्ट रँक और समथिंग और रिसीव्ड न्यू हँडसेट और न्यू सेल फोन ॲज अ गिफ्ट, असं काहीतरी सांगू शकता. देन सॅड मोमेंट्स, समवन that you know from your family or relatives or your friend got positive with corona or something recently. We all are going through that, so you can comment on that. It is a personal response. करा हे just as a fun activity. And again, as I said, don't go on writing too much. 2 or 3 points in each part, that is enough. Okay, happy moments, sad moments, इतकंच आहे. Second, discuss with your partner and find proverbs, idioms, or phrases of a similar meaning to the one given and fill them in the stars given below. Okay, um, every cloud has a silver lining. ओके. आता बघा की आपण टायटल पाहिलं होतं अँड वी गेस्ट दॅट इट विल बी अबाउट पॉझिटिव्हिटी. आणि आत्ता हा पण जो स्टडी आलेला आहे दॅट इज ऑल्सो समहाऊ इंडिकेटिंग टुवर्ड्स द थीम ऑफ पॉझिटिव्हिटी. हां, एव्हरी क्लाउड हॅज अ सिल्वर लाइनिंग. इन मराठी वी कॉल इट म्हणी. प्रोवर्ब्स इज आय थिंक प्रोवर्ब्स idioms they mean म्हणी अँड फ्रेजेस मीन्स वाक्प्रचार. ओके, सो इथे आपल्याला idioms दिलेले आहेत. एव्हरी क्लाउड हॅज अ सिल्वर लाइनिंग. ओके, सो डेफिनेटली हे कशाशी रिलेटेड आहे की इन युअर लाईफ देर आर बोथ थिंग्स प्रेझेंट, पॉझिटिव्ह अँड निगेटिव्ह. So life is not always going to bring you everything good. It is a whole package. So once you are happy, once you are sad, that is the life. huh? हाच मेसेज येतो आहे यामधून. So you can easily find out some proverbs like this. Search it on Google. Proverbs on positivity. भरपूर मटेरियल मिळू शकेल. ओके, किंवा देर इज डार्क बिफोर डॉन. हे तर नॉर्मली अशा तुम्ही फार ऐकल्या असतील, मोटिवेशनल ऑर सो, किंवा इवन पिंटरेस्टवरती सर्च करा, मिळू शकेल. ओके, आणि वन्स यू सर्च समथिंग लाईक दिस, कशात तरी तुम्ही यूज करू शकाल पर्सनल रिस्पॉन्समध्ये, ॲप्रिसिएशनमध्ये. ओके, सो डोंट निग्लेक्ट इट, बट गिव्ह इट अ थॉट. Then, when we look at the sky, we find several objects. They stand for something or the other. Complete the following table by finding the significance of the given objects. One example is given to you. The sun, celestial bodies, and association. Okay, so the objects that we see, and what do they stand for, or what are they symbols of, अशा अर्थाने. सो द सन अँड असोसिएशन इज पॉवर, हीट, एनर्जी, कमिटमेंट. आता कमिटमेंट का? बिकॉज सन राइजेस every day and sun sets also every day. It is a commitment, right? That's why. Then the moon. Okay, moon also stands for commitment, I think so. Or moon stands for ups and downs as well, because one day there is full moon and another day there is no moon at all. Then it goes on growing. It receives or it completes full growth, and then again there is a beginning. So persistence or consistency, commitment, you can say something like that. Or beauty, right? की ॲक्च्युअल फोटो पाहिलात मूनचा तर देर इज नथिंग ब्युटिफुल अबाउट इट, बट वी जनरली वेन एवर वी आर प्रेझिंग समवन, देन युअर फेस इज लाईक मून और सो. You can even say it like that. Then rainbow, definitely beauty, color, freshness, yeah. Then stars is what? Direction, They give you direction and they give you hope. There is dark sky and then there are stars, so they give you hope, right? It is a symbol, like even your life is like a sky, so even there is a darkness, there are going to be some stars and you have to find them to get a proper direction, right? So if you write 2 or 3 points for each, that is enough. Colors mentioned in the hexagons given below are associated with something or the other. Discuss with your partner and fill in the blanks. Okay, now do it on your own. I'm not going to spend a time on that, but just I cannot totally neglect it. So, white, blue, pink, yellow, red, black. White stands for peace, then black, uh, pessimism or negativity, red for anger or danger, then yellow for sunshine, yeah, or freshness, then pink, beauty, yeah, beauty, then blue also, uh, beauty, sky, water, and so. Okay, do it like this. Hexagon म्हणजे काय माहिती आहे ना? Any image or any figure with 5 angles, that is hexagons, or 5 angles or 5 sides. Hexagon. Okay, now you can do it. You have to do it. Okay, we have already discussed it. Don't spend a lot of time on that, but do not neglect it. Okay, now let us start knowing something about Emily Dickinson. Okay, here is her image. Let us read her information. Emily Dickinson, 1830 to 1886, is an American poet of the 19th century. 19th century आणि टाइम लाईन आहे 1830 टू 1886. हे लक्षात ठेवायचं की 18 मधला बर्थ आहे, बट वी कॉल इट 19th सेंचुरी. हे थोडं असोसिएशन पण लक्षात ठेवा की दिस विल नॉट बी आस्क्ड इन एक्झाम, पण टाईमलाईनचा इयर आणि सेंचुरी, सेंचुरी पुढचा नंबर लिहितो आपण, पण टाईमलाईनमधले इयर्स आधीचे असतात. 1830 टू 1886 आणि आपण म्हणतोय 19th सेंचुरी. दिस इज अबाउट कॉमन सेन्स, देअर फोर आय हॅव टू कमेंट ऑन दॅट. Okay, then she lived a lonely life. Most of her poems are motivational and philosophical. They are unique to her era. Era is her time, and are characterized by simple and short lines. Okay, so this was the feature of her writing. It was unique to her era and characterized by simple and short lines. She often used slant rhymes and unconventional capitalization and punctuation. We'll come to know about this once we read the poem. Okay, her poems are the psalms and hymns of life in all its shades. ओके, आता हे साम्स आणि हिम्स म्हणजे काय आहे? मी प्रोनन्सिएशन वेगळं करते, स्पेलिंग वेगळं आहे. सायलेंट वगैरे हे भरपूर असतं, आर्बिट्ररीनेस आहे लँग्वेजमधला, की स्पेलिंग वेगळं दिसतं, प्रोनन्सिएशन वेगळंच होतं. हिअर साम्स मीन्स अ प्रेयर, अ ख्रिश्चन प्रेयर. आणि हिम म्हणजे काय? अ ग्रुप प्रेयर. ओके, साम्स इज इंडिव्हिज्युअल प्रेयर, शॉर्ट प्रेयर, and hymn is a group prayer. Okay, psalms and hymns of life in all its shades. Okay, there is another sky is an inspirational poem with a message of never said. Okay, never said or never sad, तुम्हाला ते वाचल्यावरती लक्षात येईलच. अँड ॲज आय टोल्ड यू, पोएममध्ये or even in your chapter, second paragraph introduction madla, you can use it for writing anything about the given text. Okay, it gives more information, so you can definitely use it. Okay, it is a Petrarchan sonnet with an octave and sestet. आता octave sestet काय येते, once I'll explain, or when we go through the text तेव्हा सांगेन. The poet is communicating to her brother through a letter. Okay, information दिलेली आहे की when the poem was actually written, or what is the form of the poem, की the poet, here poetess, हा poet नाही म्हणायचं, poetess म्हणायचं. Poet man, poetess female. Okay, so the poetess is communicating to her brother through a letter. Okay, she encourages her brother not to get depressed under any circumstances and pleads to him to return home. Okay, so definitely we can guess it, he must be living far away from home, and she must be missing him a lot. आणि आपल्याला आधीच सांगितलेलं आहे की शी लिव्ड मोस्ट ऑफ हर लाईफ लोनली. सो या, ते कनेक्शन आपण इथे घेऊ शकतो. Life is full of challenges. One can tackle the challenges with positive attitude. The poem ends on an optimistic tone. Optimistic, positive. The brighter garden stands for choices that the life offers to all. Okay, so even through this much introduction, we can definitely say that this is going to be a very positive poem. Okay, so now let us see the actual poem. There is another sky. Okay, there is another sky, even serene and fair, and there is another sunshine, though it be darkness there. Never mind faded forests, Austin. Never mind silent fields. Here is a little garden whose leaf is ever green. Okay, this is octave. Huh? Octave is what? 8 lines. आणि next जे आहेत 1 2 3 4 5 6, those 6 lines are called sestet. Octave 8 lines, then 6 lines, sestet. It is a form of a sonnet which was very popular in her times. Petrarchan, इथे आहे ती लाईन, या, it is a Petrarchan sonnet with octave and sestet. Okay, yeah, let us see. There is another sky, even serene and fair, and there is another sunshine, though it be darkness there. Okay, never mind faded forest, Austin. Never mind silent fields. Here is a little forest whose leaf is evergreen. Here, it is a mixture of positive and negative elements. I think of it in that way. Here she is not thoroughly talking about all positive things. She is presenting both the ideas. ती काय सांगते की लाईफमध्ये दोन्ही गोष्टी आहेत. ओके, की ती सनशाईन आणि डार्कनेस या दोन्ही गोष्टी एकत्र मेन्शन करते आहे. सो डेफिनेटली शी इज मेकिंग हिम अवेअर की लाईफ इज नॉट ऑलवेज हॅपी. इट इज नॉट फुल ऑफ पॉझिटिव्हिटी ऑल द टाईम. इट डिपेंड्स ऑन यू, how you are going to accept it or how you are going to look at it. असं आपण म्हणू शकतो. बिकॉज सी आपली ती पहिली लाईन पण इंट्रोडक्शनची ती सेंड देते आहे की द ब्रायटर गार्डन स्टँड्स फॉर द चॉईसेस दॅट लाईफ ऑफर्स टू ऑल. ओके, इट इज वॉट यू मेक आउट ऑफ इट, असा त्याचा अर्थ आपण इथे घेऊ शकतो. ओके, या, ही आयडिया लक्षात घ्या की ऑल्टरनेट लाईन्समध्ये अपोजिट आयडियाज मेन्शन केलेले आहेत, स्पेशली इन ऑक्टेव्ह. सेस्टेटमध्ये काय असेल ते आपण बघू, पण ऑक्टेव्हमध्ये सनशाईन, डार्कनेस, फेडेड फॉरेस्ट, सायलेंट फील्ड्स, लिटल गार्डन, ह्यामध्ये पॉझिटिव्ह टोन कमी आहे. सो मे बी शी इज सेईंग की the way you are looking at life, there is always pessimism or negativity. So leave that world behind and come to my world. Maybe she is forcing him in positive way for transformation. Hmm? We can guess it. This is a poem, right? uh, it was her personal thought and we are going to appreciate it. सो आपण सुद्धा पर्सनली आपल्याला आपल्या सेन्सेसनुसार जे वाटतं ते म्हणू शकतो. इन एनी वे इट इज करेक्ट बिकॉज इट इज अ पोएम. देर इज नो परफेक्ट meaning for it. Okay, so first part of the sonnet, octave, here she has presented both the ideas of life, that life is full of positivity and negativity. So how you look at it, it is going to decide everything, or that will make a difference. Okay, now let us go to the next part. हा पहिल्या पार्टमध्ये तिने डिफरन्सिएशन करण्यासाठी शी हॅज यूज टू वर्ड्स. वन, देर. देर इज वॉट? युअर वर्ल्ड, ऑस्टिन्स वर्ल्ड, हर ब्रदर्स वर्ल्ड, देर. And there is no positivity. Now we are coming to her world. Here is a brighter garden where not a frost has been. Frost हे तुम्हाला माहिती असेल. Where not a frost has been in its unfading flowers. Unfading, which does not fade, or which is always fresh. In its unfading flowers, I hear the bright bee hum. Prithee, my brother, into my garden come. Prithee, archaic old इंग्लिशमध्ये प्रिधी इज प्लीज. हां, सो नाव आता तुम्हाला थोडं क्लिअर झालं असेल. सेस्टेट इज फुल ऑफ पॉझिटिव्हिटी अँड ऑक्टेव वॉज समहाऊ इंडिकेटिंग निगेटिव्हिटी. हां, सो हिअर शी हॅज क्लिअरली डिफरन्शिएटेड बिटवीन टू वर्ल्ड्स. In first part, she talks about her brother's world, which is stressing more on negative side of the life. Therefore, Emily is actually trying to convince him to look at other side of the life, which is not that bad, which has something positive in it, right? Here is brighter garden. हां, आता फ्रेजेस बघा किंवा ऑब्जेक्ट्स काय मेन्शन केली आहेत ती बघा. ओके, हिअर इज अ ब्रायटर गार्डन वेअर नॉट अ फ्रॉस्ट हॅज बीन. हा फ्रॉस्ट इज टोटली वेन देर इज नो चेंज, वेन देर इज नो लाईफ. हां, अशा अर्थाने घ्या फ्रॉस्ट इथे, की एव्हरीथिंग इज नंब वगैरे असं फ्रॉस्टशी त्याचं कनेक्शन आहे. आणि ही काय म्हणते इथे, वेअर नॉट अ फ्रॉस्ट हॅज बीन. सो दिस लाईफ, दिस वर्ल्ड is full of energy, full of spirit in its unfading flowers. There is no decay, there is only growth, and there is only happiness. I hear the bright bee hum. Okay, so there is music, there is happy songs. Prithee, my brother, so please, my brother, into my garden come. So if you want to enjoy your life, you have to look at it from my perspective. Only then you will be able to appreciate the beauty of the world in which you live. Okay, and the poem is by Emily Dickinson. Okay, so it was a very short poem. If you consider Cherry Tree, तर ती फार लेंदी पोएम होती, फुल ऑफ डिस्क्रिप्शन. सोअर समहाऊ ह्याच पोएम इतकी सिम्पल होती, शॉर्ट होती, बट इट हॅड अ ग्रेट मेसेज इन इट. सिमिलरली देर इज अनदर स्काय, लोडेड आहे अगदी. यू कॅन टॉक अबाउट इट अ लॉट. खूप काही लिहू शकता. स्ट्रेस काय करणार इथे आपण पॉझिटिव्हिटीबद्दल. हिअर शी इज ट्राईंग टू मोटिवेट. मोटिवेट हा बेटर वर्ड आहे. हिअर शी इज मोटिवेटिंग हर ब्रदर ऑस्टिन for better perspective or a positive perspective towards life. She is presenting both the ideas to him and she is encouraging him to be optimistic, and to be more sensible towards his life. ओके. ह्याला एक रेफरन्स अजूनही येऊ शकतो की हर लाईफ विच इज नॉट सिरियस, विच इज फुल्ली पोएटिक, असंही म्हणू शकतो आपण, बिकॉज शी वॉज अ पोएटेस. हां, सो शी यूज टू अप्रिशिएट द ब्युटी ऑफ एव्हरीथिंग. म्हणून ती त्याला सांगते आहे की डोंट बी सो फुल ऑफ बोर्डम और फुल ऑफ दॅट सिरियसनेस. एन्जॉय युअर लाईफ ऑन अ lighter note. Maybe that's what she says. Okay, so in a nutshell, we can say that Emily Dickinson is portraying both the aspects of life, positive and negative. For talking about negative side of the life, she uses phrases like darkness, faded forest, silent fields. Then, to encourage her brother towards positivity in life, she uses phrases or objects like uh, evergreen leaf, brighter garden, without frost, unfading flowers, and bright bee. Okay, so just comment like this. Do not attempt any questions today. Just go through the poem once again, complete the breakers part, and I'll explain or discuss each and every part of brainstorming in the next few lectures, and then only attempt it. If you have any doubt about this, feel free to ask. I hope you like the poem. Um and this lecture was informative enough. If you find it, I hope so that you find it in that way. Then we'll continue with this in the next lecture. Till then, thank you for your attention. Keep studying. All the best.